Hello lovely people, welcome to Pro Strings. I'm Henriette and this is lesson 46 in the violin class for beginners course, and today we're going to learn a G major scale which you can find in your red book. It is number 71 on page 30, and in your green book you can find this same exercise on page 23, and it's called exercise 96. Now, once you have covered this video, I'd like you to go ahead and find my playlist scales and arpeggios, and I'd like you to learn the A major, the D major and the G major scale from that series as well. I'll put a link to the first video of that series in the description below, so please go ahead and learn those all at the same time, and once you get started you can see the reason why they all go together. Now first I will play you the exercise that is on the list for today. And as you perhaps have noticed, this is a very useful exercise to get your scales going, and Mr. Crickboom plays around with these scales a little bit, which I think is very wise to do. So by the end of this video you will have given your fourth finger, your pinky, a really good workout. Will you join me and play it from the beginning to the end? I'll count us in for 4, and I want you to try and use the whole bow for the first note and for any slurs. And then you will perhaps notice that you play your crotchets or your quarter notes either at the point or the heel, wherever they come. Whenever you play a second finger in this piece, it comes close to the first finger. So there's always fingers 1 and 2 together and a gap between fingers 2 and 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. If you got that on your first go, that's really well done. So what can we develop in this piece? First of all, I would say that wherever you see the horizontal lines in your music, it means fingers together. So that is one thing that we're going to try and improve, getting those fingers 1 and 2 precisely next to one another and perfectly in tune. So shall we play it again? And let's see if we can really consciously place those second fingers. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. super playing. Well done. Now next, let's focus our attention to the fourth fingers. There are a couple of extra fourth fingers and I'll point them out to you as we get there. Well, we normally might play an open string because our notes are going to continue after that note on the highest string, but we're just practicing this fourth finger and we're making an effort to prepare those fourth fingers and let them go towards the string like that. So this time let's play from the beginning again and let's hold it after 3 notes in bar 3. It's a bit of a weird place, but then I can show you what I mean. So from the start, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is exactly what I mean. When we come from the top here, I want you to travel that fourth finger towards the A string. Can you see that? So you don't want to leave your pinky there and then suddenly come down. But while you play the first finger, your fourth finger already points to where it's going to come. So let's play the third bar, starting on the second finger on E. And now let your finger come closer. Can you see that? Do it again. So let's practice that a few times. Let's do it 3 times in a row so that you get used to bringing that fourth finger towards the A string. Ready? And again. Now if your fourth finger still falls too flat, help your little pinky a little bit by bringing your elbow under. Here we go, and let's practice that a few more times. And one more. And then that is really solid violin practice. You see, you will get your fourth finger in tune and you will make it stronger by giving it a sense of direction. Where does it need to go to? On the A string there. And it's my whole arm that is bringing that fourth finger there from my elbow, my pinky as well. It's pointing towards the A string. So let's go from the beginning all the way through to the end. And every time you can see that figure 4 coming up in your music, see if you can really make that effort to bring that hand round. From the start, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it round. Bring it round even further. Come on with your pinky. Sweet. So not only are we practicing now bringing that hand round with your elbow and so on, but we're also increasing your awareness of where you might find those places in your music where that pinky needs a little bit more help getting into the right position. So well done, brilliant practice. Now this is a little bit of a theoretical exercise in the sense that, for instance, if you look at the last bar of line 1, you would normally play an open E because the notes carry on the E string, you see. But that doesn't matter. For practice, it's very useful. So let's dive in one more time and let's practice it once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done you for sticking with me in this long course, really progressing with those fourth fingers. It's not always as difficult as today. Next time it will be slightly easier again. But go ahead and practice this lots and lots, because this work is going to pay off in the long run. I look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.